When the NBA regular season started, a total of 108 international players from 38 countries and territories are in the NBA. The sixth straight season, that opening season rosters featured at least 100 international players. That's almost 1/4 of the league. How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. The Dallas Mavericks have an NBA high, a whopping 7 international players, 2 of them by far the best players on the team. While in 1992, there were only 23 players from overseas. With the league coming a long way, let's take a look at the best international players from each team right now. Starting in alphabetical order with the Atlanta Hawks, Alex Len, the only current player from overseas on the roster. From Ukraine, only 9 players in NBA history from that country, 1 of 2 currently, the other one Ski MacLeod, who started with the Lakers last season and now with the Pistons. Of all the players from Ukraine, Lin will end up the best one so far, despite underachieving as a former 5th overall pick. The Boston Celtics, Enes Kanter, who was born in Switzerland, grew up in Turkey and is Turkish, averaging around 9 and 9, providing solid minutes off the bench. Not to mention, center Daniel Theis is born in Germany and Taco Fall from Senegal, Africa. The Brooklyn Nets, well, Kyrie Irving's born in Australia, where his pops played pro ball, but grew up in West Orange, New Jersey, an American since he also played for Team USA. So second-year forward Rudy from Latvia. After a solid rookie season, his numbers and minutes are way down, but expected to make progress, still 21 years old. The Charlotte Hornets, 3 of their players are from overseas. Willie Gomez is the one that doesn't stand out, barely getting playing time, but the other 2 are only well known for their fat, absurd contracts. Bismack Biyombo from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the team's best international player, averaging 8 and 6, listed at 27 years old. I won't be surprised if he's in his 30s. He's better than Nicolas Batum from France right now. The Chicago Bulls' Larry Markkanen, the 7-foot power forward from Finland, has had an underachieving season so far, averaging just 15 and 7, hasn't taken the next step or made any improvements. Perhaps when he plays for a new head coach, he'll be more utilized. The Cleveland Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, who was born in Toronto, Canada, still 28 years old, averaging career highs of over 13 points, 10.5 rebounds, looking for a solid contract. His rebounding, screen setting, and energy can help a lot of contenders as a role player. The Dallas Mavericks, obviously Luka Dončić, one of the best international prospects to ever enter the league. The soon-to-be 21-year-old is a flat-out superstar in the MVP discussion. Second option Kristaps Porzingis is also very good. Maxime Kleber from Germany, Dwight Powell from Canada, Boban from Serbia, JJ Barea from Puerto Rico, and Ryan Broekhoff from Australia. The Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic from Serbia, will go down as one of the best second-round picks in NBA history. After getting off to a slow start, the Joker has been averaging 19, 10, 6.5 dimes, one of the 2 best centers in the league, if not number 1. The Detroit Pistons, Sekou Doumbouya, earning more minutes as of late, cause why not? The 6'8 small forward was born in Guinea, but moved to France as a teenager. The youngest current player in the league right now just turned 19 years old. The Golden State Warriors, only one guy was born outside the US in their roster, and that's Alex Smailagić, a 6'10 rookie, power forward out of Serbia, the 39th pick in the 2019 draft, putting up around 5 points a game in just 10 minutes, still a work in progress. The Houston Rockets, Clint Capela from Switzerland, the 6'10 center is one of the most efficient centers in the game, putting up 14.5 points, 14.5 boards on 64% shooting. His opportunities at the rim, ability to crash the glass, and protecting the paint is extremely vital to Houston's success. The Indiana Pacers, since Domantas Sabonis was born in the US, I'll go with Gogo Benza. The 6'10 center out of Georgia was the 18th pick in the 2019 draft, one of 6 players to play in the NBA from his hometown. The most recent one was Zaza Pachulia. The 20-year-olds averaging 3 points a game will continue to improve. The LA Clippers of Vitzel Zubac, who's a solid center, doesn't get a ton of playing time, averaging around 8 and 7 on 60% shooting, getting easy baskets at the rim. Magic Johnson gave him to the Clippers for Mike Muscala. The LA Lakers, the only guy on the roster born overseas, Costa Antetokounmpo, Giannis' younger brother, now 22 years old, on a 2-way deal, has 2 total career points his first 5 games so far. The Memphis Grizzlies, Jonas Valančiūnas, one of the most underrated centers in the league in my opinion, born in Lithuania, the 6'11 big man's averaging 15 and 10 on 60% shooting. over 40% from 3. The 27-year-old at the prime of his career right now, having his best season yet. The Miami Heat, Kelly Olynyk, born in Toronto, Canada, the 28-year-old played for the Canadian junior national team, averages 20 minutes a game, under 8 points, 4.5 rebounds, also a very solid 3-point shooter. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 6'11" power forward will likely win his second straight MVP, getting better each and every season. The Greek Freak's averaging 30 points, 13 rebounds, 5.5 assists, over a steal and a block on over 55% shooting, unstoppable and one of the most talented players today, perhaps the best player in the 2020s decade. The Minnesota Timberwolves, Andrew Wiggins, born in Toronto, so-called Maple Jordan was a high school phenom, had one of the most insane mixtapes of any ball player, has all the athletic ability in the world. Now in his 6th season, a little better than previous years, but still not living up to his full potential. Who knows if Wiggins will ever be an all-star. The New Orleans Pelicans, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the 21-year-old also from Toronto, Canada, has potential as a lethal scorer, gets limited minutes, putting up around 6 points a game. The New York Knicks, RJ Barrett, also from Toronto, Canada, the 19-year-old averaging 14 a game, over 5 rebounds on 40% shooting, numbers he was expected to put up. Will likely take a couple years to reach all-star level. The 3rd overall pick has been fighting many growing pains and having many bad games. Getting tons of opportunities should allow him to flourish in the future. The Oklahoma City Thunder, once again from Toronto, Canada, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the sensational 6'5" point guard looking like a franchise player going forward, averaging around 20 a game, almost 6 rebounds at 21 years old, a great all-around player who's terrific on defense. The future is extremely bright for the young fella who became the youngest player to ever record a 20-20-10 game. That's a 20-point, 20-rebound triple-double. The Orlando Magic, this time it's not somebody from Canada, and it's also not Nikola Vucevic. The best player on the Magic this season has been Evan Fournier from St. Maurice, France. Vucevic, who's from Switzerland, missed a couple weeks with injury this season, and the 6'7" shooting guard's picking up the slack, averaging over 19 a game on 47% shooting, 40% from 3, one of the most underrated players in the game that never gets talked about today. The Philadelphia 76ers, not Ben Simmons, but Joel Embiid from Cameroon, Africa. The 7-footer started playing ball at 15 years old and now one of the best players in the game, excellent on both ends of the floor because Philly depends so much on the process. Having averages of over 23 points, 12 rebounds, under 1.5 blocks is considered a down year for him. The Phoenix Suns, it will soon be DeAndre Ayton from the Bahamas. The 2018 number 1 pick barely played this season after failing a drug test, costing him 25 games, putting up 15 and 11 in 30 minutes. Hasn't been a game changer yet, so I'll still have to go with Ricky Rubio from Spain, putting up over 13 points, 9 assists, a pretty solid addition, but the team likely won't make the playoffs. The Portland Trail Blazers, if healthy, it's easily Jusuf Nurkic from Bosnia, but he's still recovering from a painful injury he suffered late last season. So at this moment, it's Gil Labissiere, born in Haiti, the 4th ever NBA player from there. In season 4, the 23-year-old's putting up 6 and 5 in 17 minutes of action. The Sacramento Kings, Buddy Hield from the Bahamas, born in Freeport, the 27-year-old's one of the best players on his team, arguably a top 10 shooting guard in the league, averaging 20 points a game, 5 rebounds on 37% shooting from 3, only in his 4th season since he stayed in college all 4 years. He's got to be more consistent and step up in the second half if his team's gonna make a push that will end the franchise-long playoff drought. The San Antonio Spurs, Patty Mills from Australia. The franchise is known for having plenty of international players over the last 2 decades, putting up over 11 a game, shooting over 40% from 3. His best season so far at 31 years old, playing 31 minutes a game, clearly better than Jakob Poeltl and Trey Lyles at this moment. The Toronto Raptors, Pascal Siakam from Cameroon. The 25-year-old has been playing excellent basketball this season, averaging nearly 25 and 8 his first 28 games, shooting 39% from 3, will easily become a first-time All-Star come February. The Utah Jazz, Rudy Gobert, putting up 15 points, 14.5 rebounds on 68% shooting. The Stifle Tower should be on his way to becoming a first-time All-Star. Once again, a high candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, absolutely dominating, being the interior anchor down low. Gobert's defensive presence is just impeccable. The Washington Wizards right now is Davis Bertans from Latvia, one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA today, averaging over 15 and 5 on the season. The 6'10" power forward will get paid a lot this summer. While rookie forward Rui Hachimura is putting up great numbers from Japan, averaging 15 a game as well, he will have a bright future ahead. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of you. See you next time.